I want to know the background. You are a radio girl. You are a podcast girl. How did that start?
Initially, I actually wanted to be a dentist. Then I do my first exam, bruh. I flopped in bio badly. That's when I was like, this dentist thing, we might have to rethink
Hold on
it.
a second. No, the people who are just funny and they end up on radio.
Imagine.
How does that make you feel?
Honestly sad, but then again, I think when you go through some processes, you learn how to appreciate things in a very different way.
How do you now end up being like an MC?
Imagine it's just overconfidence. Like when I put my mind into doing something, I don't care how it will be done.
You are in one of the biggest podcasts in Kenya, East Africa. You're the only girl. How does that feel?
It's a lot. Like the boys say, I'm very hard-headed.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jorogwedi. I am a host for All Things People podcast. And on this episode, we have a one-on-one with Mariah. Say hello to Mariah. Okoaje.
I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm good. How are you feeling today?
Hungry.
You are? Don't worry. We'll sort you out after this. Put that on record. Okay? So let's get right into it. We're trying to learn more about your career and how just the journey has been. First of all, I want to know the background. How did you decide? First, you are a radio girl. You are a podcast girl. You are an MC. Yani, you're hosting out here. You also are creative. I've been seeing you on Instagram creating. I just want to know, how did that start? Did you always want to do this? Let's go with the flow.
So this story is about to set everyone off. But initially, I actually wanted to be a dentist growing up. And as time went by, I don't know, something just tweaked when I got to high school.
Right.
So I get to high school, I joined the hockey team. Of course, noise. I was constantly surrounded by noise. So then I do my first exam, bruh. I flopped in bio badly. That's when I was like, this dentist thing, we might have to rethink it.
Hold on a second.
Then, of course, noise. I get into trouble this one time. Noise making, per usual. Then, of course, I'm taking the deputy's office, and the deputy, of course, she threw a whole fit and whatever.
Yeah.
But I remember the last statement that she said, and it was like, because, I'd been in trouble a lot of times for noise making.
Yeah.
So this last one, she was like, Mariah, let me tell you something. All this noise that you're making in school, if you don't maximize it, I'll be very disappointed.
Interesting.
So I left the office. I go back to class. Of course, I'm pissed off, but then her words kept ringing in my mind. At the same time, we didn't have a journalism club in school.
Okay.
So, of course, motivation, funky. There was an event that was going down in Moi Forces for the journalism club. We didn't have the club. So I told my friend, by the way, see, we start this club, literally the funkies on Sunday. This is a Tuesday.
Right.
We're like, see, we start this club, we go for the funky, then when we come back, we'll figure out how to work around it. So, we ended up going for this funky. We come back. But it's like when I went there, something was ignited. So when we came back, I was like, by the way, guys, we went for the funky, good. But I actually think we need to do something. So I started running this blog in school. It was called Talk Sick Blog. And basically just about Udakuya Shule.
Yeah.
So I'd write down these stories and they'd have like so many clues, and nobody knew that it's me who used to post them. And with time, it just kept growing and growing. So I even started like emceeing in like small school functions and whatever.
Yeah.
Then at this time now, we're about to do KCSE. Finish, and my dad is like, okay, all the shenanigans you've done in school are done. What do you want to do? And I'm like, I want to do journalism.
Nice.
He was like, I'll give you a week to sit and think about it because I think something is very wrong with you.
Okay.
I'll give you a week. Because if you look at it, my older sister has done medicine.
Yes.
The sister that I follow has done law. He's like, journalism.
I wanted to be an engineer.
I will give you a week to sit and think about that. I was like, I don't need a week.
Yeah.
But fine, you've given me the week, I'll take the week. So after he's like, I'm like, what I told you. He's like, you know what? Okay, fine.
Cool.
Do what you want to do. So I did journalism in UN. Then at this time, it's just when now I just started getting deeper and deeper into it. So I started my own blog. This is like 2015 on YouTube. At the time, I'm not making money, but I'm spending money. So it had to come to a halt. Then I got an internship at Radio Africa.
Yeah.
As a social media handler. And now being in this environment is what made me now get really deeper, because imagine you're brushing shoulders with like proper greats. And with that, of course, now more fuel just ignited, and I kept going for my radio. So Maina used to actually give me radio practice, and with that, I just started getting deeper and deeper. Next thing, after I'm done with my internship, I get a job at K24.
Right.
After K24, I was like, okay, I need to figure out, because at this time I've not even graduated from school, but I'm making some small money. So my dad was like, listen, I understand you're making money, but your picture needs to be on the wall. I'm like, okay, cool. So I had to literally quit K24. Took 6 months, got my degree in. Then I finish, I get my job at Kiss TV. COVID happens, everything comes to a halt. At this time, Chaxi and I are doing something small called The Catalyst. It was a little show on YouTube where we just talk about culture, Kenyan culture, music, movies, all that stuff. So COVID happens, everything literally comes to a halt. I lose my job at Kiss TV. Literally, it's re-strategize. So 22 comes in. We're like, okay, we need to come back on a 2.0. So that's when Mic Check was born. And as things went on, got into base radio, and now everything is just what it is now.
Journey. Oh my goodness, that is a lot. You know, there's people who just don't do anything. You know, the people who are just funny and they end up on radio.
Imagine.
How does that make you feel?
Honestly, sad, because I'm like, your pesa saizi I'd have been bowling somewhere. But then again, I think when you go through some processes, you learn how to appreciate things in a very different way.
Yes.
Because, I mean, kila mtu ako na bahati yake in some way. But for me, that journey has really cultivated a lot of things in me, like resilience, patience. Because there are days you literally want to yank your hair from the roots.
Yes.
And it's like, you know what? It's fine. This is something that you've put so much time and effort into. Relax. It's your journey.
Yeah.
Ride it. Yeah.
So now, before we get into how you got into emceeing, I want to know, what are some of the radio myths that people talk about out here, and you, because now you are on ground, you're just like, it's not like that.
I'll say the main one is apparently you're supposed to have a radio voice. I've never understood that, because many guys are like, no, to get a radio, I need to have a wang. I need to sound so. I'm like, no. For me, I think your personality is what should always stand out, regardless of how you sound, because people want to connect with an energy. They want to connect with a personality.
Yeah.
So once you have that, it's easy to maneuver. I don't really think there's like a radio sound. Though I've been told I have a radio voice sound.
And you do.
Not voice, sound. Apparently, when I speak normally and when I speak on radio, we're like two different people. Apparently, that's what I was told. But, yeah, I'd say that's the one myth that, for me, I'm just like, no, you don't need the sound, you don't need the voice.
Yeah.
Just have the personality, you're good to go.
So you out here, just know that you need the personality, and then you go.
Another one, actually, which is very important, is you have to just know how to speak. No. The people who are chatterboxes.
Wait, you do not know how, you shouldn't know how to speak?
You should know how to speak, but it should be with tact. It should have impact, because some people can chat, like the people who can chat the whole day.
Right.
But if you ask what they said, they're like, Bede alisema. It needs to have tact, it needs to be impactful. So learn how to chat, but it needs to be with information, with value.
Yes.
Basically. Yes.
Interesting. So now you go through this entire journey of like journalism and working in different companies. How do you now end up being like an MC and an event host?
Honestly, if I say this, people will say I'm crazy.
Okay.
Imagine it's just overconfidence. Like, when I put my mind into doing something, I don't care how it will be done, but I'll do it. If it means reaching out to people, if it means pestering you till you take a chance on me, I will do it.
Right.
So that's just how it happened. I took a very big gamble, and I was like, hi, my name is Dada. I'd love to host your event. Or like, yeah, sure, come do it. I was like, what did I just do?
Yeah.
So this whole time before the event, I'm panicking. Then I was just like, you know what? If it wasn't put in my heart for no reason.
Okay.
The fact that I actually reached out, that means it's something that I'm really keen on doing. So I was like, yeah, let's try it out. So I tried one corporate gig, and I was like, no, I'm late. Why not do a proper event? Which my friend, I was like, listen, let's do this event, blah, blah. They're like, yeah, sure. Let's figure out, we'll work it out, blah, blah. Happened. So after that, it's just been rolling in and rolling in and rolling in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I really want to know, because I don't think this information is out there. MC and like hosting events is not something that is like on Google, like you can find out how to get that job.
True.
And also the people that do these jobs are almost right now as we speak the same people. How do you, if you're a beginner and you want to be an event host or an MC at an event, how do you now get into that space? How would you tell them to get into that space?
Honestly, one, networking is very important. Just because you're not going to MC an event, or probably you have the urge to MC certain events, throw yourself in those spaces.
Right.
One, two, for me, what worked for me is, again, I take chances on myself. Like the worst thing you could tell me is no.
Yeah.
And three, start with the small spaces that you have. Like for me, I started off with like friends' birthdays, whatever. So you'll do this, one person who knows somebody will be like, hey, but that was at this event, she did this, she did that, reach out. Yeah. So just grow your network slowly but steadily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been doing so many things in your career. What is one skill that you feel like you've picked up on the way that you didn't expect that you needed this skill, but then because of the things that you're doing, you needed to have that skill to continue?
MCing.
Interesting.
If you told me that I'd be hosting events in 2017, I'd probably laughed in your face.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, I think I just want to be in the background, just do my thing, follow. But then as time moves, you're like, wow. Because you also realize like you're kind of outgrowing some spaces. Not outgrowing per se, but it's like, okay, it's done, it's conquered. What's next for me? So I was like, I've been saying this MCing thing, and I'm like, no. I'm like, what's the worst? Like, let's just see how it works.
Absolutely.
Dive into it. So yeah, MCing is one of those, because I never imagined MC would be in my bio ever.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I totally see you as an MC. You're so dope.
Bless you. Thank you.
I want to talk about podcasting. You are in one of the biggest podcasts in Kenya, East Africa.
Asante.
Mic Check podcast,
Asante.
1/3 of them. You're the only girl. How does that feel?
It's a lot, by the way. It's a lot because one, like the boys say, I'm very hard-headed.
Okay.
I'm not the kind of person who will water down myself just to fit in a space.
Okay.
So we'll butt heads. I will not constantly, but I try to make sure I get my way sometimes. But yeah, I think also the aspect of just being the only girl, I'm babied a lot.
Yeah.
But it's like, whatever auntie wants, auntie gets. Okay, it doesn't happen all the time, but the little moments that I can get my way, I make sure I get them. But also just representing girls and women, because our space is very male dominated, like even down to the crew. We only had one female who unfortunately passed away a few weeks ago. So now being literally the only female, it's wild. That's why I feel like I constantly have to go hard. I have to make sure the girls are represented well. I have to make sure I'm vocal. I make sure I speak my mind. So yeah, that's just how being an only female on the couch really does feel like.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for your loss, by the way.
Love. Thank you.
Also, you've had like best of both worlds, podcasting and radio. A lot of people are saying that podcasting is going to replace radio. Do you think that is true?
Replace, no. But having a lot of traction, yes. Because one thing is that radio is a mode of communication that will never die.
Right.
Because when we think of urbanization and all that stuff, of course, in Nairobi, people prefer to stream their music. But I want you to remember, it's on the urban setting. There's an upper echelon, there's a lower echelon. Think of the random guy who's just somewhere in the hood, who that 20 bob, he will not buy data. He would rather buy food. So what is he depending on? The regular radio station to know what's new, what's popping, what's trending. On the flip side, the podcast space in Africa is really it's growing crazily. The only issue is that we've not tapped into the money aspect, and we are slowly getting there, especially in East Africa. So replacing, no, but growing yes, absolutely.
Okay. So what is one thing that you get from radio that you don't get from the podcast, and another thing that you get from the podcast that you don't get from radio?
I'd say that I get from podcasting is people get to see my personality way more because it's unfiltered, it's uncensored.
Yeah.
I can say whatever. Okay, no, not really say
can't.
whatever, but I'm more open, and at least my time is not limited. I
Okay.
can speak my mind and speak my mind as openly as I can in comparison to radio, where one, I have to be, I can't be biased.
Right.
I literally have to be objective, and two, I have to. There's a professionalism that I have to have on radio. So that's that. And what else? What do I get from radio? I think that's the polish effect. I enjoy it sometimes
Yeah.
because that's what I carry when I go to like emceeing and stuff. So yeah, so the podcast bit really suffers because there I'm just for it. Yeah.
So clearly you've had to make a lot of decisions when it comes to your career. What would you say was your make or break point where you had to, decide if you're for it or not for it, and then it turned out to be okay, it turned out to be not okay?
I think that has to be when I was in campus, and at the time UON didn't have a studio.
Okay.
So I was very frustrated because you're telling me I'm supposed to be this journalist, I'm supposed to be so equipped for the market, but akuna camera, akuna studio. I literally don't even know the first and the last.
Yeah.
You understand? So I was like, maybe my dad was right that I shouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
But then again, at this time, YouTube is not the most conversant. Everyone is like, you're on YouTube, huh? What?
Yeah.
Why? And I kind of made it work. And as I used to do those little videos, is when I was like, okay, probably this is my thing. Because I think I did like 4 episodes. I remember I did Jomushiri, I did Naiboy, I did Rosa,
Ooh.
then I did Della. So when Della's video, I don't know what happened to the audio.
Okay.
So that's the day I contemplated, and I was like, okay, maybe it's for me, but I don't think it's for me because Bone kona swara nyingi hivi.
Yeah.
Shule haina studio. Oh, mara sijui hakuna audio. I'm not making any money. And I was like, okay, maybe not.
Okay.
Then 3 months later, I get the internship at Radio Africa, and I was like, okay.
I am the...
Okay.
Yeah.
It is a trajectory, and we will ride it to the very end. And yeah, here we are.
That is nice. I also kind of want to know, because you had that make or break moment and you decided to go the right way. Now you're here. How did that... I've forgotten the question.
It happens. It
We're trying
happens.
to ask... Wait. That's
Again,
crazy.
it happens.
Imposter syndrome, because you had been... Yeah, that's what... Can you imagine? Anyways, you went through that. And obviously, imposter syndrome is a thing that attacks, I would like to use that word, a lot of creatives and people who are in the creative jobs. How do you deal with that? Also, do you experience that?
Girl, even now, imposter syndrome is in full effect.
You're kidding.
By the way. But there's a book I've been reading. Oh God, what's the name of this book? How did I just forget it? Anyway, it's for creatives. I have to check it again. So I haven't read it for like 3 weeks, I'll be honest, but it's a book that I'm still reading, and every creative needs to read that book, by the way. And there was one statement that the last time Lily saw me, it said, it was like, fear will always be in the room, but you never let fear occupy.
Okay.
So even when you're scared, even in those moments when you feel like, should I not? Should I post this video? Should I not? Bro, do it. Just do it. Perfection is one thing that we always grasp for, but we will never attain.
Right.
So if that's exactly what you're looking for, that's what's making you scared to do what you need to do.
Interesting. So in your creative journey, also like as a creative online, do you get quote unquote discriminated for your content? Like, do people like frame you as just a podcaster and just a radio girl and just an MC host, and then when you're like, okay, also I can create for I can create hair content, or I can create, makeup content, like do you feel you're not for this crowd?
Not really, because one thing that I believe in is there's a piece of me that everyone gravitates to. So if you like the MC content, imagine it's there for you.
Okay.
If you want the pod content, there's a whole other page where my face is just there every Wednesday, every Sunday. You like the hair content, it's right there for you. Whatever you feel like works for you, pick, keep it pushing. So, and another thing, like create the whole sense of creativity is not to be boxed.
Yeah.
So whatever phases I'm in, whatever evolution is going on, you roll with it. If you can't roll, you see that blue button over there that says unfollow. Do it.
Tap it.
Do it.
So how then do you stay grounded to like yourself? Because there's a lot of attention and there's a lot of people like looking at you and like deciding for themselves that they can comment whatever they want to comment on your stuff.
True.
Also, you have a lot going on. You have a podcast, radio. You have your friends you need to check on. You have family. You have, there's a lot of things. How do you now just be Mariah? Now, how do you woza?
So now here's the funny thing. There's Maria, there's Mariah.
Okay.
So Mariah is the personality that you all see on social media. That's the bubbly, that's the hey, doing the most and all that stuff. Then so my mom calls me Maria. So one, Maria prays a lot.
Okay.
That's the only way I stay grounded, because honestly, sometimes you can lose it. And it's very easy to be caught up in all that. Oh, this person knows my name. This person is following me on Instagram. It's very easy to get caught up in all that. Two, affirmations. As a man, I used to think that was a thing for, if you have low self-esteem. But now, I really do believe in affirmations. And one thing that I always tell myself is that, listen, Maria, you're enough. You're deserving to be in these spaces. Do what you got to do. Go out there, conquer, and break those doors and windows and bomb the whole house. So yeah, affirmations. And also just having a community that really understands me. One thing that I appreciate is that my friends are very understanding of what I do. So even if they might not see me physically, I appreciate that sometimes they'll pull up to my events. Probably will always have girl time when I have the time to do it. I think my mom has made peace with the fact that my life is just all over. So she's just like, you figure your life out.
Yeah.
I'll always be here if you need anything.
Oh, that's
so,
nice.
Yeah, that's just basically how I've been maneuvering, I'd say, for the last 2 years.
That's nice, actually,
Yeah.
that you have your friends support and your family support, because there's people who start like getting into the thing, and then it's like their friends are the ones who are not
you're
even
alienated. It happens a lot, by the way. It really does happen a lot. But I'm very intentional, even in the moments when I'm not there, either as a daughter, as a friend. I'm intentional. I'll always put a call through. I'll always send a text. My little things, I'll always do them. Yeah. So in return, the energy always gravitates back.
Okay. So this is a fun one. I want to know, obviously, I assume like there's fans who reach out to you and they're like, oh my God, Mariah, I'm so in love with you. Like, what is one question that they ask that you feel like you don't need to be asked this question, or you're tired of being asked that question?
Probably just relationship stuff. And it's like, bro, can I at least just have that small ounce of privacy? Like, imagine that's the only thing I'm asking you.
Right.
Just that. Are you dating? Who? Boy, I'm like, I'm in love with Jesus. That's all you need to know. Yeah.
Okay. I want to know, obviously, your trajectory is like up, up, up. What is one thing that you would obviously share with the viewers that you're looking to expand on your journey, get into in your journey?
Right now, I think I'm just living in the moment, to be honest.
Nice.
I've really come to just learn and appreciate that sometimes it's okay to dwell in moments. Constantly, having your brain on overdrive does nothing but just bring more anxiety, and you start doubting a lot of things. When certain things are happening for you in that moment, it's okay sometimes to just take a step back and be like, you know what? I did that. I'm doing that. This is what is happening now. Let me fully enjoy this moment. When the next comes, we'll unpack it, we'll unfold, and we'll move with that. So really, right now, I'm just basking in. I'm a radio host. Base is going good. I've only been there for only 5 months. So right now, it's still very new. So I'm like, I'll enjoy this while it is. Mic check is steadily growing. I'm like, this is the space we're in now. That's that.
Yeah.
MCing, the gigs are coming as they come. I'm like, absolutely.
Great.
So yeah, just sometimes it's okay to just live in moments.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know, is there something that actually scares you in your career that you've ever done? Like you were scared to do it, but then you did it regardless.
MCing. Honestly, it's everything. Down from the hosting, all the way down to creating content. Like, I do everything in fear.
Okay.
Everything. Everything. I do it in fear. But I don't let the fear make me not do what I'm supposed to do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that so much, because a lot of people, like follow their fears, and it's like, okay, now because I'm scared of doing this, or like the perception of others is like taking away from now even me, my thoughts, they don't do it. Ama, they stop themselves from doing. But now you are here telling us that everything that you've done is out of
even now as I'm seated here, I am doing this in fear. That's just how it is.
Nice. I really like this episode. So lastly, I want you to inspire and like pour into people who want to enter MC hosting, radio, and also start podcasting. What is one thing you can tell to each of these creators?
One, just start. You will never be ready for anything.
Okay.
That is one thing I've come to learn the hard way. You will never, ever bring yourself to a point of, okay, now I'm prepared. Let's do it tomorrow in the morning, 6 a.m. Nah. Start. Just start. With whatever is there, start. 2, confidence.
Okay.
I understand that sometimes it's easy to doubt, your capability. It's easy to doubt, to think what everybody else is going to think. It's easy to doubt if people are going to accept what you're offering. But confidence is the only way to do it with. Because, like I said, people will always gravitate to what you're giving. If I feel like your energy is off, automatically, it gravitates towards me. If I feel like your energy is right, I pick it and I'll give the same energy back. So confidence is very important. And 3, honestly, if you believe in the universe, if you believe in God, for me, I think prayer is one thing that has just made me move with a lot of clarity. Because when you're aligned with what God wants for you, if you're aligned with what the universe wants you to do, you can never go wrong.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hasn't it been nice? Now click the subscribe button and like share this video to other creators. This has been One-on-One with Mariah, and my name is Joy Reddy, and this is Mariah.
You did so good, Mama. You did so good.
Jesus Christ.